is DA Shopping Corner. Yes, Destiny Assignments Shopping Corner. I'm so excited about what's going on right here and right now. It is our first moment, and we're excited about it. So, we're going to be running this a little bit different. We've got some exciting pieces, we have some artwork, but the biggest thing is I love to have what we call on the spot poetry. On the spot poetry. So you give me an idea and then I go on the spot, or I just go ahead and find out your name and give you a prophetic poem. So, with that exciting moment coming up, we really want to get started. So, I'm going to give you a rundown of how we work here at Destiny Shopping Corner. One of the reasons we call it Destiny Shopping Corner is simply because, when you go to the corner store, you can look for a lot of things. Sometimes you get those Tylenols. I know some of them that serve the 5-hour stores, 5-hour energy drinks. And so there are so many different things you can get at the shopping corner, right? That corner store. Well, kind of a blend here. So what we're going to give is we're going to run this way. We're already welcoming you to Destiny Assignment. We're an offshoot of Destiny Assignment Training Center. So even what we're doing now is about training, getting started, and understanding what to do. So we're going to go through a mission statement just so you know who we are, you know who you're dealing with, because I'm going to be giving you materials and I'm going to be, selling some booklets, and we want to know what you are getting. We want you to know what you're getting. So we're going to do our mission statement, then we're going to give you some artwork. We always have what we call thinking moments for positive change. This is so you'll know what we're talking about and how we're talking and what information we're going to give you, because we are looking to not just shop with you, but to change your mind and your view while you're shopping right here at Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner. All right. And then we'll kind of wind up with our poetry time. That's the time that, you can take a chance and take a risk and get what we call prophetic poetry. Those of us that's used to prophetic or know things about prophetic, this is easy for you, but we're expecting everybody and anybody. So let's just explain that. Prophecy is prophetic. And so it just simply means that it's inspired by God. It's inspired by a talent and ability that we got in from God. And so try him, test him right here, right now. We're putting it on the spot. You can ask us for a prophetic poetry, and we do it on the spot. It takes us about 2 minutes, and we write it down, and then we'll work it out and actually send it out to you. So those fees are interchangeable, but we'll talk about that as we get to that spot. Let's get started with what we have right now. So first of all, we want you to get an idea of our mission statement. So we recognize the Destiny Assignment Training Center that we believe in your greatness. We challenge and train you for God-given destiny dreams, supporting the dream with finances and networking, graduating leaders, owners, and upcoming entrepreneurs with good business sense for justice, honor, and integrity. We're looking for paradigm shifters who strategically change branches of society for the betterment of even the government. So in all of that, we build leaders, and you come in with Destiny Assignment not as a leader, but you leave definitely as one. Okay, so I'll constantly kind of give you a remembrance and kind of put to your mind exactly what we're about and how we're about it. And, then you'll get used to us and what we do. Now, listen, this is another exciting piece. We are getting started with our artwork collection. Destiny Assignment, we tell people take a chance, take a risk, and do it. And since I am the founder of Destiny Assignment, I'm the first person that should step up. And that's what we've been doing. We've recently just been painting. We've gotten customers and we've gotten some real seasonal benefits. So our last season, we were on Just Rethink through Destiny Assignment Training Center, and we sold 3 pieces. And for that alone, we're so excited. So we want to get you involved. We have a big collection. And so the first piece I want to talk about is dimensional doors. Dimensional doors. I'm going to move it over here and get it a little bit closer. All right. This is dimensional doors. One thing about this piece, it is exactly what it says. It deals with looking at things in dimensions. This first door illustrated here is the first door you're walking through in faith. Faith is a weird thing to some people because we like to think logical, and shouting out or pushing out to a different level, sometimes it becomes difficult. So right here, right now, we're looking at dimensional doors. You see the comforting colors. We have a blend of white and a little pinkish rose color that comes in and pulls out. This symbolizes you working through your first door by faith. Okay, that door is the door that you have to first turn the knob. The knobs in here are depicted not by a knob that it's a spiritual walk. It's an entrance in from one plane to the other. The first door initially, that one plane door, what it does is it teaches you to step out and take a chance. If I was to call it anything, I would call it a risk-taking door. That's right, taking a risk. There have been great inventors and teachers, shakers and movers throughout the world, right? But they had to make the same decision that this door is talking about. You have to take the first step. So the first step is entering into this door. When you come in the door, you will see that as you get closer, you'll see that there's an alignment there that has a little graft of what that door looks like, okay? And as you get closer and you begin to see the item, you watch and you see yourself going through that next door. That next door has a lot of red around it. It's outlined to remind you that wherever you're going, if you've actually taken that choice to trust something and someone greater than yourself, G-O-D, well, if you're up for trusting him, what you find out is it reminds you that on the outer edge of everything you're doing, God is with you. I love the outside frames that go further with these doors. This outside frame is depicting blue. It's a weird kind of bluish green. And that is because it represents peace. It represents tranquility, but it represents growth and understanding. A lot of times life is more aggravating when we don't understand. We hate not being in control, some of us. Used to be one. We hate not knowing what's next, right? But to truly be able to take life and to go to the next levels of life, you have to be willing to walk through these doors. You have to be willing to look at things differently. And so that's what the blue depicts. And then on the outskirts, you'll see like a beige or a creamy eggshell-like covering. And that is letting you know that you've reached some of the major levels of these dimensions. This is like the resting place. It's like understanding you have boundaries and borders. And that is the shaping of our identity. If you don't have boundaries or borders, you'll do anything, say anything, most likely even be anything. And you'll get to a place where you're looking and trying to figure out how you got here. So that's why no matter what doors we go through, we've got to be able to identify it. And we've got to understand that all of us have limits, and those limits keep us from going off of where we should be. Now, this is called Dimensional Doors. And for a special offer today, this is $50. $50 without a frame. If you would like this framed, then that would be another $50. Any of our frames usually push the item $50 up or more. This piece is a Hannah Burgess piece. Dr. Hannah Burgess, me, Dr. Hannah Burgess. And we have all of our frames specially created for this design. So if you want this, you're going to go ahead and order and scan right there at the QR code. And once you do that, you'll set yourself up to be able to enjoy this piece right in your own home, creating a reminder that you are someone that walks in dimensions. Okay, so the next one I'm so excited about. This one is called Reset. Reset has its own story. So let me go over some of the things that Reset reminds us of. So Reset reminds us that we are in a cosmic era. And so the cosmic do-over is prescribed by God for the world. This piece, so plainly seen, has a message hidden in the white cloth in which it was created from. Now that's really interesting, right? It is actually hidden in the white cloth. This actually has a bounty cloth inside of it. Yes. And within the bounty cloth, what you find is some interesting ideas of what the firmament or the foundational corners of the world is depicted from. Because this is the world. It's a foundational look at our platelets. It's a foundational look at the core of the corners of the world. One of the other things is this piece, so plainly seen, has a message hidden in it within that white cloth. It was created from and given, and God is giving us to do what we call the right thing again. This is one universal truth. When right choices prevail, we are centered by the blood of sacrificial lamb and the better, and we are better for it. We want you to look deep within this piece and find yourself. Look deep within the piece and find yourself. Let's do that again. Look deep within this piece and find yourself. Now, the red line depicted here in the middle over here, right? That red line is a representation of the sacrifice of Jesus. You know, it's so surprising that sometimes people can try to do the right thing for you, and we still have a hard time understanding what that sacrifice looked like. And so that little blood smear just kind of reminds you that to set this world on foundational truth, or to give it an opportunity to have love and peace and joy in it, well, you had to remember that somebody died for you. And if you don't know that, what does this piece center to you? What would this piece do? This is a piece of hope. This is a piece of love and great sacrifice. This is a piece to remind us that the levels of this world, though corrupted or though broken in many facets, are held together by the string of a drop of a morsel of the blood of Jesus. We call this reset. How many of you need to reset your life? How many of you need to understand that life can be better if you could just push that unseen button and be reset? Guess what? That's what this is. It's a reminder that whatever you did yesterday has been wiped. As soon as when you push that button and just ask for forgiveness. Hasn't the world lost that in a lot of ways? We want our politicians to ask for forgiveness for things they have done. We want our representatives to get in line and keep their promises, right? So what would it look like? What would it look like if we actually trusted God and reset? If we actually had that experience to reset. So as you can see, this is pretty large. It is breathtaking, an actual place that you want to hang your information up about reset, right? So with this, I'm adding a little breakdown what reset means. So it will come with this as a ship to you, as an additional reminder, kind of engraving that reset is a part of your life. If you are hungry, if you are kind of in between, going through and trying to figure out, who you are, or how can you start over, visual reminders are some of the biggest things that can break through the places that you're stuck in. Reset is one. It reminds you that no matter how bad it gets or how great it gets, you still have one button you can push. A prayer, conversation with God. And just like that, there are things in your life that will be reset. Reset, a keeper. This particular item is going for $100. This is a steal because this item is $200. Reset is $200, but today here on Rethink TV, we're offering it for $100, half the market price. Reset. If you're interested in this item, just scan the QR code and let us know that you want reset. You need something reset in your life, and you want to hang that piece to remind you. Okay, great. Now, I'm so excited about this next piece. And then we're going to have kind of like a commercial break. Yeah, it's an inside joke. You'll get it in a few minutes. Okay, so the next piece is called Upside Down Miracles. Oh, this is one of my favorite babies. Upside Down Miracles is awesome. So Upside Down Miracles, what this does for you is make you kind of look for the miracle within the piece. Isn't that funny? Kind of looking for the miracle within the piece. So I love texture. This was created with levels of texture. We specifically designed it so that you can feel and embrace the charted planes towards your miracle. A lot of times people hear miracle and they're like, yeah, it's awesome. It's quick. It's something that I can connect to. People believe in angelic visitations. Whether you're a Christian or not, a lot of people understand that there are angels and they are watching, right? And so with this piece, the design is fixated on the aware of angelic forces and the aware of how your life is woven together in the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. It's funny. So at the bottom, you can see streams that look almost like a teepee. And we purposely did that because sometimes the basic understanding of ancient spiritualism, we're not spiritualists, but spiritualism came from the base of these people. Indians were known to call liquor or spirits, the spirits. They connected with it just because of their inside destiny or discernment or purpose or packaging, right? And they saw through things. And so I put this at the bottom base because that's where we're searching. A lot of times we're searching in spiritualism. A lot of times we're searching in mysticism, right? A lot of times we're searching out things that, don't look right, don't seem right, and aren't not available to us the way we expected. We'll go into certain ideologies and try certain things to stimulate our heart, our mind, go into different levels of our mind so that we can understand what the world is about or what we are about. And so I put this at the bottom because this is the base of understanding with us. This is the base of what things are. This is the base of how things go, right? And so as you go up, you will see that the layers of this get thicker and thicker, and then you start seeing little designs within it, streaks of brown, red, even little lines of gold, all of these intertwined together. There are scratched pieces here where I'm really literally depicting the pains of our life, right? They don't feel good. So you'll see a ripping kind of tear in this particular piece, right? You'll understand that this piece shows the ripping tear. But as you look into it, you'll see the escalation that rises. By the time we get to almost the tip, you see the boxes that are outlined in this piece, but they're upside down. Purposely upside down. The first two lines before it is bigger than anything. It is purposely upside down. And the reason why it's purposely upside down is because we want our miracles to be comfortable. We want our miracles to be simple. We want our miracles to be easy. But miracles don't come that way. Miracles come in the weirdest time, sometime in the weirdest moment, sometimes without seeing anything at all. And then spontaneously, like a combustion, there's a miracle. And so that's why we call this piece Upside Down Miracles, so that we can finally start to look at a miracle a little bit differently. So when we're waiting for it, we won't feel confused. We'll expect it to come upside down because we realize it just might not come the way we expected it at all. Do you need a miracle? Do you want to remember the edges of things you've gone through so that you can appreciate the miracle when it comes? Then Upside Down Miracle is for you today. Now, after this, we're going to have a commercial break, but I want to give you the price. Today, Upside Down Miracle is being sold for $75. That's right, $75. It's being sold for $75 right here at DA Shopping Corner. All right. If you're interested in this piece, please order here. Just scan and we'll be excited to take you in with Upside Down Miracles so that you can understand exactly what a miracle truly feels like in this time and in this day. Okay, I'm excited. Before we go to the next piece, because this piece is such a favorite of mine, I want to have what I can call my own little commercial break. That's right. It's a commercial break to me. All right. This is going to be our first thinking moment. Yes, thinking moments. This is our first thinking moment. Now, thinking moments for positive change is about understanding that we have booklets and books and things that are coming out and things that are already ready for you to order today and grab and take a hold for change of your life in a positive way so you can experience truly positive change. So this is how we do it. We have a booklet. And so we're going to read a piece of the booklet to kind of give you an idea of what you'll be invested in. And then you can order it and we'll be glad to ship that booklet to you. Now, a lot of these are pre-orders. The booklets that I'm talking about here has a back end of like a workbook part of it that you can actually work through some things that you want to deal with or change in your life. So the first booklet is called Building Self. Okay, and so I want to give you an idea of what it would look like to build yourself according to this booklet. So the best thing about mankind is our ability to change. You can change your bad choices, harmful relationships, and negative behaviors. It has been too long being trapped in the mistakes of the past. It has leaked in every area of your life, riding you with pain and shame. So many secrets hindering you to have healthy relationships. It seems as if no one understands, no one cares, but God cares. This is your year and your time to face change head on, confront your past, and take control of your future by burying your past, forgetting those things that are behind so you can press forward to that high call that's in Jesus. It is time, strong warriors of God, time to gather your weapons, put on your armor, and take off the head of the giant in your life that has been destroying you, holding you back, and keeping you from your destiny, your God-given destiny. All right, this booklet, because you're pre-ordering it, would be actually at $20. We're asking that you are ready to pay $20 and you hold that spot, and this booklet would be accessible to you in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and it is called Building Self. It is a series of booklets that deal with building self. This is the first one, and there are 4 series that come through this booklet. $20 will get you that first part of the series for Building Self. Now, with this piece, what I would just want you to do is you're going to put on your order form 101, booklet 101, item 101, Building Self, so that we know that you have the first starter of this booklet. Okay, didn't I say it was going to be a commercial break? Yes, it is. Building Self. You're always going to have what we call thinking moments for positive change. Each change, each opportunity is giving you a time to change, to think about where you are in life and where you want to be. And anyone that wants to be someone has to be educated. If you're not thinking on your feet, then you're out of the game, right? Because there's always somebody that's willing to do what you're not willing to do. So we at Destiny Assignment believe that you're born to be great. But greatness is not just something that happens internally and automatically. It must be developed. It must be pushed. And things that are in you must be pulled out that it might rise to the surface and your true identity will show. Will you invest in yourself? Building Self is the booklet for you. Thanks. All right. I love it. I love these little spots in this chat so we can go through our little steps to get us where we need to go in life. So after we had our Building Self moment, I want to go ahead to my favorite painting. Now, before I even show you this painting has been looked at by some special people, and they were trying to get me to lower it, and I refused, because it represents so many important places in our lives, so many important spots in our lives. It's like that song you can't live without. Like, you gotta hear that song. When you wake up in the morning, you've got to hear the song. Or when you go to bed, you want to see that perfect show, or look at, certain things that brings you hope and happiness, joy. It gives you a settledness, or my favorite word, a balance, homeostasis. Yes. It does that for you, right? That's this piece. Okay. It is called Destiny Spin. Remember, we've been talking about greatness and how a lot of times people think that it's just so easy to be great. If I do this and I do that. And so they may tire out in their journey. You're halfway there and you don't know it. Or you just started, and the journey of success and progress looks so far. You're tired, kind of weary. All right, this will brighten up your day. Or you're doing great, and now at work, you're finding that there's an opportunity to show your abilities like never before. And you need this piece to remind you of where you've been, where you're going. So I'm going to pull it up a little bit and pull it back. This is called Destiny Spin. And if you look at the bottom of this, we'll just try to give you a little sight of the bottom. You'll see a little bit of darkness at the bottom. And that darkness is because a lot of times that's when we start. Sometimes we start in the grim place of life, whether we start with money or start without money. It's that hard spot that we kind of had to get around. You will see the outline of a little bit of white and red and orange. Okay, that is us pushing our way through, kind of starting a vortex within ourselves and propelling ourselves to come up with strength. This is the journey of somebody that is going for true destiny. They are looking to find the light of where they're going with this destiny piece. Destiny spins you around and takes you through the level of your trials, your triumphs, the times that you kind of stopped and settled, and bringing it down so you can see the tile. And then the winner's circle, that's what I call it. It's when you propel and you have that winner's circle where you can show how much you have been winning in life. That's so important. Just think of the way you felt during COVID. You had something that you did on a regular basis. You had places that you went on a regular basis. And then in a matter of time, your life simply changed. Without warning, without any kind of expectation of what would happen, your life changed. But what you didn't realize is that there was a spin going on in you, that there was a spin that was pushing you past your trials. There's a saying, only the strong survive. But a lot of times we don't start with strength. We need an inner peace or a connection that helps us maintain that inner gumption to fight. That's what Destiny Spin is about. It's about reminding you. If you look close enough, you might see a fiery face, the outline of a face that depicts what has been going on in your life. There's a fury that's pushing you. For people that are believers, a lot of times they connect that and understand that it's God, the love of God in their life. For those of us that are kind of walking and trying to make it happen, right, we'll come to that fiery place and we'll start realizing that things are happening that we can't understand. And we need that push to get us to the next level. We need that push sometimes, as in COVID, to maintain the little bit of quality of life that we've had. This is why it's so important. This is why we need to have that quality of life and the reflection of it. Listen, anytime you want to go somewhere in life, you're going to need to be able to reflect on what you are, who you are, and what you're supposed to be in life. How do you do that? You cannot do that without help. You cannot do that without strategy. You cannot do that without some kind of connection and reminder of where you've been and where you need to go. That fortitude is something we all need to have. Fortitude, discipline, and perseverance. That's Destiny Spin. May seem circular, and it definitely seems like it's out of control. But if you hold fast to believing in the impossible, Destiny Spin hanging on your wall will remind you of just that. And Destiny Spin is going for $150 today. Some things you just can't do without. Here you go, Destiny Spin. I'm excited about Destiny Spin. Okay. It's not personal. It's not just because it's my painting. I'm letting you know that these paintings have been birthed out of trials, triumphs, disappointments, and tears. I think I'm going to, oh, this is perfect. I was just thinking about this painting. This painting is one of them that was birthed out of a lot of pain. There was something that really happened unexpectedly. And I think it's something we can connect to, all of us, fortunately and unfortunately, with the loss in COVID. And so there was unexpected loss that I could not control. And I couldn't get my hands around it. I couldn't figure out. I was getting ready to go into a why me syndrome. Why me, why me, why me? And it was going to mess me up. So I had to figure out where I needed to be mentally to get through it. You having a mental moment where you know if you don't move past this spot, you're going to go backwards. You won't succeed, or you'll be stagnant. Are you having a mental moment where you are just stuck? Well, this is the piece for you. It is called my favorite, I don't care. Who would say that? Well, I don't care is a compilation of circumstances thrown together. As orange, it screams out at you. The strength and brightness of faith superseding every dilemma. And so I don't care is pitched for that reason. This is one of my favorite pieces. I think you need a close-up of this. So if you don't see orange screaming, put those glasses on, because orange is screaming out at you. Orange is persevering through everything that's going on. See, blue, the light blue, that light skyish blue, right? It's lying there, but it's still. It's like when you're at a place and you've gotten pushed down so much, you kind of lay back and just suck in that spot, right? Have you ever laid back and didn't want to get up? Have you ever gotten in bed and didn't want to get up? Right? That's how this blue is laying. It's laying back. But orange is piercing out. It's screaming, I don't care. I don't care that I couldn't control it. I don't care that I couldn't fix it. I don't care. Now, one of the greatest reasons to be able to be at a spot where you say, I don't care, is that you've given it to something or somebody else. That's a way that you can really release yourself. And I didn't care anymore. I didn't care what was seemed to be neat or the right thing to do or the perfect step. I didn't care. Why? Because it was out of my control. I call it over my pay grade. And I had to make a decision to fix my mind and to tell myself, you just can't afford to care. And then I don't care came to life. In every level, you will see the screams and the hollers of somebody trying to survive a climax, a natural disaster, an issue that they had no control over. Let go and release with I don't care. Put this in your collections of all collections. You look at this painting, and when you pause, you'll remember that one thing, or for some of us, those several things that came all at once, and it was about to crush you until you stood up and said, I don't care. I don't care. I've got to get through this. I will get through this. But to do it, I've got to dump everything and let it go. I don't care. Okay, you know I love I don't care. So I don't care is $100. I said from the beginning, if we want something like this framed, we will frame it for you, but the price would go to $50 more. Oh my goodness, it's about time for another break. I want y'all to go ahead and scan that QR code or come on, get up there to destiny-assignment.com right on our website. And there is an order form designed for you. That's a quicker way at our Destiny Assignment. You can go Destiny Assignment / Rethink TV. Yep, we have an icon for that, Rethink TV. And right in that spot, you will find your order form or any other way that you want to get a message to us and let us know that not only you were here, but you're buying in to what needs to be done. There's a buy-in at Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner. Yep, this is the shopping corner, right? And it's hosted by Destiny Assignment. Get those numbers together. Call someone. Come on. Let them know there's a new shop in town. And it's at Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner. I love saying stuff like that. You can't pay me for this stuff. I'm loving it. So, all right, great. I'm so excited. So, listen, the other way you can contact us is through the phone. Yep, I actually have a phone right here. Yeah, if you want to do that. And that's 518-867-0164. 518-867-0164. Right here at the shopping corner. Order now. Don't wait. So I'm going to do a little commercial break once again. One of this is another thinking moment for positive change. Right? This one is talking about a book that's coming out. And we decided to, just take some of our tattered pages of our manuscript and share it with you. And this positive moment, I'm just going to give you a little idea of what the buildup is in this particular book. It is called Destroying Poverty. Yeah. I laughed and cried with my fingers trembling. How can I begin to express the pains of this journey? As I look up, I saw my 3-story nook, my personal mansion. Red brick frame, patterned outside in an oval shape, welcoming you with a smile as you walked in its doors, step by step. There is no voice to give, words to utter, as I put my first foot in the doors. There was a hint of gas as I went further and further. It began to overtake me. I ran, stumbling into the kitchen as quick as I could. I saw myself getting ready to turn and reach out for the range. But my turns were slowed. My lungs were tight, gasping for breath at every second. And then it happened in slow motion. I stretched forth my hands as if I thought I could actually reach the fire pane. But before I could, boom, in a single blow, the impact set me flying backwards as I locked in a daze, my foot motionless from the floor, in the air, like the stillness of my heart. It became and began to feel real. The room went black as I skid to the doors backwards. All right. That was a second or two. We wanted to give you an impression. The title of this book is Destroying Poverty. How many of us not tired enough of being broke, busted, and disgusted? Yeah, that's the easiest way to put it at this point. And some of us are not broke, but we're striving and working so hard and so desperately to get out of what we're in. We lost course, lost focus. This is a book that brings you back to some of the real issues that pop in life. It's the real fights that we fight to become great. This book is Destroying Poverty. We're offering it. Listen, you buy it, you pre-order this book, we are going to give it to you for $5. And the reason why we're going to do it so low is because there is a wait time on this, and we are creating a waiting list. And so the wait time is actually 3 weeks. I will give you different synopsis of it. I will give different readouts of it, tell somebody, so that it keeps it alive as it finalizes its process in print. And so that's a 3-week time frame. 3 weeks. That's right. And if you want to embrace destiny through destroying poverty, you want something to push you in your mindset, or just walk through the miracles, the nuances, and the surprises that's packed in this book, you go right to Destiny Assignment / Rethink TV, or you can go to destiny-assignment.com and click on the link that says Rethink TV, and you'll be there. You can scan and make an order form for this, a pre-order, and within that 3 weeks time frame, we'll let you know about it, let you know we're ready, and we'll start shipping it and sending it out to you. It's just the whole piece, $5 to hold the spot for destroying poverty. Now, of course, one of the easier or quicker ways, we do have, some people don't prefer it, but you can do it if you want, 518-867-0164. Okay, the best part is coming. Well, one of the best part. I like actions. I like things we can do right there on the spot without a problem. And so now it is coming to our prophetic poetry moment. Yes, prophetic poems on the spot, poetry. That's right. So you can go and put in the order form that you are actually looking. You scan to order. That's right. And you're saying on the order form, you want poetry, poetry, poetry. But this is prophetic poetry. You know, we started out telling you about prophetic. In other words, we see things that is not naturally seen, and then we actually connect it. And when we connect it, we actually give you a poem. So the prophetic poem price, if you go right here to the destiny-assignment.com, go and click on Rethink TV, you will find a $30 prophetic poetry spot where you can decide if you want prophetic poems spoken to you right here, right now. And then after that, we would ship it out to you once you put that payment in of $30. The other one is the 25 poetry by topic. Poetry by topic. Now listen, we have some standard buys that are here and that could participate. And so let's say maybe we can clap a little bit and get them to step out. You don't have to show yourself, but we would love you to kind of show everybody how it's done. And the way it's done is through prophetic poetry on the spot, this second, right here and right now. Let's see if we can convince someone to help us out. Okay, we got a Charmaine. We got another person that's in the background, kind of moving with the network and making sure everything runs smoothly. Even you, come on, somebody help us out. Come up with an. It's up to you. I can do on this. 1 word or 2. Excuse me. 1 word or 2. You can use 1 word or 2 words. This is Charmaine. She's helping us out.
So hi. Am I there?
Yeah.
Hi, beautiful silence.
Oh, she's never fair. That one, you have to be careful when you ask her something. Shh. Have you heard the words I've been saying? They sound like they're no. Shh. Have you heard the things I've been thinking? Though quiet, they've been cleared. Be quiet, be quiet. I've settled my soul. I've shut myself in a room, and I will not come out. Like the dew of the day and the sparkle of the night, it has its own cause to make you understand its plight. Somehow I can't sense the feelings I used to feel before. The numbness has invaded me and taken control of me everywhere. I speak these sounds of hurt and pain. I hide myself in things I do to cover the shame. But the brilliance in it, I never understood till now, till the cracking of dawn, to the whispering of birds, to the sparkle of seas, to the beauty of autumn, and to the understanding of the greatness of even the cold. in the droplets of snow, in the shaking of things I need to let go. I'm ever silent. There are no screams. But in all that I walk through, I pass every pain and every dream, because I plunder in the wilderness of what life has unfolded, that the world still goes round. The birds, they will continuously sing. The rains will fall, and the sun will kiss the moon and complete a day I've never seen before. It wasn't in the passion. It wasn't in my pain. It was in the eyesight of what man could have never created. The sparkle of a deity, the thought of what can be if I'll live past this day and set myself free. I have chosen to scream no more, for in my silence, the beauty has created hope I was born for. Beauty for silence. Oh, I get the snap, I get the snap, I get the snap, I get the snap, I love the snap. All right, I get the snap, I get the snap. I love the snap. Thank you so much, Charmaine. You helped me out. Come on, we have some other person in the background. It doesn't even matter. We're gonna pull on you. I know you're not normally into this, but why don't you just try a little bit? Can we challenge you? Anybody else that can hear us right now to test this little thing that we do? Poetry in the air. Everybody can use an uplifting word. What about Rohi? Rohi, will you consider it, Rohi? I'm trying to get everybody. Oh, he's being quiet. Maybe not today, huh? Okay. Well, we still have some silent people in the audience, but it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna move right on. So I want to kind of give you an insight of a couple of statements that I depicted as very important. And one of them is that change is something you have to fight for. In Destiny Assignment Training Center, another commercial, guys, we are looking for you. People that are invested in their future. It doesn't matter if you started something or you're getting ready to start or you don't even know what you're supposed to do or what you're truly born for. But we are telling you that at Destiny Assignment Training Center, we are looking for the person that believes deep inside they're supposed to be great and they're supposed to do something different than what they've done before. This is the time that you actually can embrace your destiny. Why don't you call us? I like calling for this. 518-867-0164. Why don't you call us and let us know? Those of us that feel more comfortable, destiny-assignment.com, right here, right now. Check out our website. Look at our classes that we offer, information about those classes. Look at the things that we're involved in. I challenge you to go after your best self, to pursue destiny and not to stop. I challenge you to change. And the best way to change is to be on assignment for your destiny.